Hi guys, welcome back to Home Life with Rebecca. So you'll have to excuse my voice, it's really scratchy. Still fighting, the sickness that went through our house. So my throat is kind of raw from trying to clear it so much. Although I didn't go to the doctor because it's viral, and I know this because I'm already on an antibiotic for my skin so that I didn't get an infection. So obviously if it was something like bronchitis or strep, then I'm assuming the antibiotic would work. But if I start developing like a deep cough or anything, then obviously I will go in, but it just feels really irritated and raw. But I thought I'd get on here and kind of update you because the last couple of days I really didn't have a voice at all, so I couldn't even make a vlog. The first thing I wanted to talk about was I am so sorry. I don't know why, again, I'm not seeing my comments. Like all of a sudden, I'll just get flooded with comments from like videos from like 2 months ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know why YouTube Studio or on the actual YouTube app, it's not showing me. My phone has also been acting very strange. It's like saying that I'm out of storage. I've tried to clear everything. I've deleted a ton of stuff. I don't have a lot of apps on my phone, so I'm not really sure what's going on. It is pretty old, so I don't know if I need to get a new phone because I feel like sometimes the iPhones do that. They'll just stop working for no reason just so you'll go get a newer phone. So I'm not sure. And I do have the vlogging camera, which I know I need to start using, but it wouldn't matter because I still have to upload the footage to my phone because I don't have a laptop. So I really need to start an envelope and start saving up to get myself a new used laptop or something, because it's just getting way too hard to edit on my phone, especially with the arthritis in my thumbs. I'm thinking a laptop might be easier, and I'm just gonna have to suck it up and probably learn a new editing program. I never could figure out how to use the iMovie on the Mac computer or the laptop that I had. And that we got that refurbished so it was used, and I don't know what's wrong with it. It doesn't work, and there's not an Apple store anywhere near us. The closest one is in Salt Lake City. So time to start an envelope for that. And speaking of money, I don't think we're gonna get to go on our Cancun trip, sadly. I mean, it's still not totally out of the question. My mom and aunt said they would come help take care of the animals and watch the kids. But the settlement, we're still waiting on it. If I knew when it was coming, if they called me today and said, okay, we know what the amount's not going to be, and we know it's going to be more than this amount. I don't want to get too personal on here with that kind of stuff, which is fine. Like I know that we'd be able to afford it, but the thing is, I don't know when it's coming. If they were to call me and say, hey, it'll be there by June, or it'll be there by even August, July, I'd be great. Book the trip, because we know that money will be there at that time. But if it's not going to come now until like September, December, I don't want to do it, because we do have a car payment, and we just paid off all of our credit card debt. I'm not even joking. The day we paid it off, our expedition broke down and we had to put $900 into it to get it fixed. So we have a car payment, and now we have another credit card payment. We do have an emergency envelope. I was tempted to use that on the car, but I figured since we just cleared all the credit cards, I put the expedition on that and save the emergency fund for something, God forbid something happens, or we need like to get groceries or something. So I have that, and I just been building that back up. So I just wish they would get back to us like, hey, this is when it's probably going to be here. Because I'd hate to have another credit card payment, like the trip, on top of the $900, which I know that's not a lot to some people, and our car payment's not very expensive. And me and my husband, this is where we differ. He's like, well, we know we're getting it eventually, so let's just do it. You only live once. Where my brain is more, but I don't want to struggle until then. I want to be able to live comfortably, or if we need extra things for the kids, or I just don't like having credit card debt. It bugs me. And so the other option is to start an envelope just for vacation and maybe do it next year, when we can, or when we get that settlement, we can just pay cash for it. So we still need to talk a little bit more about it. I promised my mom I'd give her an answer this week. I think she's frustrated with me, which she should be, because she's like, do I need to book airline tickets for me and your aunt? Like, what is going on? I keep like prolonging it because I don't have an answer to give her. So Adam, my husband, did say he was going to call his lawyer today and see if they had any updates. So I'm thinking we're probably not going to go right now. That doesn't mean it won't happen eventually, but maybe we'll do something else this summer. I don't know. We've never been anywhere since we've lived here. So, I mean, there is stuff to do that we could probably do as a family, but we'll see. The next thing I wanted to update you guys is on my face. You can barely see the scar. It's healing very nicely. And I got some scar cream that he gave me. I've been putting that on and massaging it. And then I did have the liquid nitrogen done on my face. I get very, very bad melasma on my face. And with summer coming up, it doesn't matter how much sunscreen I put on, hats covering up. I'm very careful. I wear huge sunglasses. It gets pretty bad. So I was getting really bad spots here and here, and then right here. So he did spend a little bit more time on these spots. And like before, the last 2 times I've had it, they would do it. And then in a couple of days, like, I know this is gross, but like the brown, that part of the skin would just kind of flake off. Well, he went deeper this time. So it actually, like, I guess it's a burn. It like burned into my skin. Like this one had a huge like blister on it. It looked like I had like leprosy or something. I was like so embarrassed to go out of the house. And I ended up having to pop this one because it was so big. It was just, it was this air. Like when I popped it, just some clear liquid came out. So there was like no infection or anything. And then the other ones popped on their own. But I am going to tell you, I feel like I'm in high school having like a pimple, because it's so tempting to just start picking the scalp off or the dead skin. And I can't do that, or it's never going to heal. So hard. It's so hard. Like, I don't even want to leave the house. So my husband's like, it's barely noticeable. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's all people see. And of course, I'm pointing it out like, look at my face. But it'll be good. It'll be worth it, because they went really deep. And I still haven't heard from the doctor on the biopsy results of my infected cyst or whatever it was. So I'm sure it's fine. He said most of the time cysts aren't cancerous, but they wanted to send it off anyway, just because skin cancer does run in my family, and then it looks better for like insurance purposes. Same with this stuff. It just looks better for insurance purposes, so it's not just like a cosmetic thing, which honestly, if it was, then I wouldn't be able to do it with my insurance. I'd be, I wouldn't be able to. So, but if I could, I would. I don't think I'm vain, but we all like to feel our best. So if I had, a mole that wasn't even, if cancer didn't even run in my family or anything like that, and it, was bothering me, my insurance would cover it. I would go get it removed. It's not like it's a hard thing to do. So anyways, or do the liquid nitrogen, I mean, if there was no skin cancer present in the family, because, I don't know, it makes me feel better. I forgot to ask him, because I'm at a different doctors now than my last dermatologist, because it's like family practice, so they do everything. But this doctor trained under the other doctor that I saw, the one my daughter Tiffany sees. So I forgot to ask him what the cream is that they gave me last summer to use on my face. It was like $50, but it was worth it. It worked really, really, really good. You only need like a tiny bit. It lasted me like 6 months. So I wanted to ask him, and I forgot if he could possibly prescribe that to me. So I'm gonna have to give them a call. Okay, on to the next thing. I tried to be organized today, so I wrote things down. I've been doing a lot of research on like autoimmune, and I think it said a lot of people have reverse autoimmune diseases and like type 2 diabetes. And I've known this for a while by going plant-based. So we were, well, especially me, was vegan for like almost 2.5, 3 years. And I was thinking back, like I gained so much weight, but then I was like, there was a time when I first started to become interested in that I did it for like 2 months and I felt amazing. Like I had to like think back because it wasn't when we all did it. It was when I just did it. And I remember feeling so good. And I had to go back to my old Instagram account to go find the posts. And I found it, and it was because I was eating a whole food plant-based diet. When we did it later on down the road with the kids, we were vegan, but we were eating all the processed stuff, like the processed vegan chicken nuggets and just all the junk food. And I was, I don't know, it just wasn't good. And then I was hungry, so I would like supplement with like chips. I'm kind of like I eat now, but now I eat meat. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do the plant-based thing for a month, just for myself, because I found my old cookbook, Quick Fix Vegan, and I remember I really liked this book because it's really easy to work out of. The ingredients are simple. I'd only need to go get a few staple items if I decided to do it for a month. I don't know if I can be vegan forever, but maybe I will be. I'm just curious to see how I would feel on it. I have to admit, like the last week, I've had no sugar. I've barely even had any, like I'm trying to drink coffee right now and it doesn't even taste good. I think I'm finally starting to like cleanse my system. I really have had nothing but like smoothies with that protein powder or the green powder stuff I buy. I can't remember what it's called. The bloom stuff. Just lots of vegetables, lots and lots of water. And the gummy cluster cravings are totally gone. I haven't even been drinking diet soda. I think the last diet soda I had was when we went for our birthdays to the hotel. So, and I've been sleeping better. I mean, besides being sick, I have been sleeping better. Like it's weird, like even my mattress feels more comfortable, I think because my body's not aching. I just feel better. I've had meat here and there, but just like very small amounts. I've had like no dairy. I don't think it's coincidence. So I'm gonna go ahead and I probably, like I said, I need to get a few staple ingredients when we get paid on the 20th. I'll go to the store and get those for myself. And also, I've been watching like a lot of the raw food stuff. Now, I know I could not do that long term. There's just no, I don't know if people do that long term to begin with, but especially when you live in a colder climate like we do. And, you know, we're in Idaho, so we're not near like the coast or anything. Our fruits, you know, are getting flown in. And I think eating raw can be really expensive. So my plan is, and for Jillian too, to see, because I read that it can help for like her issues too. My daughter that's got the urology stuff going on, the burning and stuff in her stomach, that going raw can help with those symptoms too. So I thought what we would do is try to do that in the summer, like maybe, you know, middle of June, beginning of July, when the weather is really, really nice and like there's lots of like watermelon and cantaloupe, just those really like water-based fruits available, because I think it'll be easier to do when it's hotter outside versus now it's still pretty cool here. And maybe just try eating raw for a week. And she likes most salads and she likes most fruits and smoothies and stuff. I don't have a juicer. I wish I did. We used to have one. It was such a pain in the butt to clean. I looked some up and they're really expensive. But we just won't do the juicing. And I don't want to go buy one from like the thrift store, because the juicers, if you've ever had one, like I don't recommend getting one from a thrift store because if there's just even like a tiny little bit of stuff that they couldn't get off of it, especially like the older kind, because they're so hard to clean, you can get really, really sick. The new ones that are self-cleaning and easier to clean and do the cold pressed juice that they last longer, they are so expensive. But if for some reason like going raw like really, really, really helps our bodies start to heal, me and Jillian, then maybe I will invest in something like that down the road. So I mean, we can go raw like for the summer or like once a week during those months. I don't know, but the juice, you can do it anytime. It's still good for you. So there was that. So then right now we need to kind of eat out of our pantry. So last night I was going to make the Southwestern pasta out of here. And I was reading the ingredients and I'm like, oh, well, I don't have any chilies. I don't have any canned pinto beans or dry pinto beans. I'm like, what the heck? I thought I had all that stuff downstairs, but apparently I don't. I don't have any chili powder. I didn't have any tomatoes. I didn't have any cilantro. So, I'm like, well, I'm probably going to make this tonight, but without all that stuff. I think I'm just going to whip, instead of using pasta, I think I'm going to use some brown rice I need to use up and throw some like corn and some diced tomatoes and, just make my own thing. But we do need to eat out of our pantry. We've got quite a bit of stuff that we need to get through. I'm going to be cleaning out my freezers today. I'm trying to wait till it warms up a little bit so it doesn't kill my hands, because especially the outside freezer is disgusting. It needs to be cleaned so bad. And that way, when we do a grocery shop, I know what's in our freezers. I know what's in our fridge. I know what's in our pantries. Well, except for downstairs, I was positive we had pinto beans, which apparently we do not. I'm like, I thought we had all these dry pinto beans. I don't know where they are. I couldn't find them. But that leads me to I need to organize my freezers, organize it down there, vacuum seal all of the snow pants and snow jackets, get that stuff put away. I organized all my blankets already, got rid of a bunch. So we need to that's another reason that we might postpone our trip too, because there are things that we need right now. Like we have, Allie and Parker, Jillian, and Kennedy all need mattresses. And that's probably going to be like $800 right there. Their mattresses are lumpy and frumpy and poking them. They need new mattresses. And then I'm going to get rid of the girls' bunk bed. It's too small. Jillian's sitting up in it and hitting her head. They don't want to go on the top because they're getting taller and it's a little ones. The ceilings are really low in this house, so when they sit up, it's very claustrophobic. So I want to get 2 mattresses and 2 bed frames, just the kind that the kids have downstairs, the black metal ones that just fold open. They're not expensive. I need to do that like ASAP so they start getting a better night's sleep. And just organize things. I feel like doing like that spring cleaning because the weather's finally starting to change. Although it calls for snow this weekend. I'm like, it's been like 50 degrees. How is it supposed to snow? I think if it does snow, it won't stick. So we'll see. But I think that's it. The only thing really up in the air right now is our Cancun trip, or wherever we were. I don't even know the name of it. Maybe it wasn't Cancun, somewhere in Mexico. But we'll see. That's just where me and Adam are so different. I do get what he's saying. Like, let's just go because it'll come eventually. Like, we are getting that money, but I just like to have a plan, to have things paid off. I don't know. I think I have a little bit of PTSD myself from being in debt. My ex-husband unfortunately left me in serious debt and I had to file bankruptcy at one point in my life, and I just don't like that feeling of feeling insecure or unsure. Even though we're doing okay right now, I always feel like we do okay right now, like right after tax return and stuff, and then it's like November hits and then everything happens and then it's Christmas and we have no money. We're always struggling. So I just don't like that feeling. I want the lawyer to call us and say, okay, this is what, it's not even about what we're getting back, because I know they said it's going to be more than this amount because he didn't settle it the last time. But I just need them to say, okay, it's for sure going to be here by, June. And then I'd be like, okay, let's go on that trip. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully something happens soon so I can let my mom know, because I understand why she is aggravated. I hope everybody had a good Easter. Ours was quiet, but it was nice. So, yeah, that's about it. Kids are all at school today, and I'm going to pick Kennedy up a little bit early from school. She's got an appointment. And then I have $3 off at Orange Leaf, the frozen yogurt place. So I'm going to take her over there, me and her, to have some frozen yogurt together. Probably feel really good on my throat. And Adam actually had a date with my husband. Adam had a date with my daughter Jillian last night. He took her she needed new shoes really, really bad. Like her whole soul came off well, they were her brother's shoes. She had a pair of shoes and they completely wore them out. And then her brother Wesley gave a pair to her that fit her because they're like unisex shoes. And then the sole like came off yesterday, and I felt so bad because I couldn't pick her up from school. Poor thing had to walk home like that. I mean, it's not far, but you know, still cold outside and stuff. So Adam took just her and him. They went to dinner and he got her some shoes, and she came home so happy. And I think we need to start doing little things more like that with the kids, just one-on-one. Yesterday, me and Allie went and had Starbucks together, just talked over coffee, which was really nice. And I'm thinking, man, you do something with Parker soon. He gets out of school early now. He only has 3 classes. Maybe take him and Tiffany out to lunch or something. Just little things like that. So I think that's important to do. They get that, you know, one-on-one time. All right, that is it. I'm wearing my butterfly earrings from Temu. I haven't ordered anything else. I've been trying to not order online things. My mom did send me a $50 Amazon gift card. So I've got like a wish list that I keep private just so I can keep it organized of maybe what I want to buy. Do I want to buy myself some new makeup, which I probably desperately need to do because mine's old and probably needs to be thrown out. Maybe that's why my cyst got infected, because it's pretty old. So I'm like, oh, I probably should get some new stuff. Or do I want to maybe get myself some new shoes or an outfit with it? Although I've never had luck with buying clothes on Amazon except my dress I wore to my dad's funeral. Or maybe I'll get some new alcohol markers because I color so much, and gel pens because they run out fast. So my husband's like, you have so many. It's like, you have so many gel pens. I'm like, I know, it's a rainbow, but I color so much they run out of ink. They don't really last that long. So I mean, they go quick, but I don't buy super expensive ones. I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe they wouldn't go as quick. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. And now I'm rambling, so I'm going to let you guys go. Chicken tendies, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, one more thing. Let me know if you guys want me to keep showing my planner spreads. Maybe I can make it like a little weekly thing, or make it like a short so it's like super, super short. I don't know, like if you guys even like that kind of thing, or if we want to keep seeing it. That's why I haven't been showing it. So please let me know in the comments. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm out of like ideas. I know you guys say like cooking videos and organizing videos, but I'm like, I feel like I've done so many of them, and the cooking videos, I'm not really a cook. I don't cook good. I mean, I guess I'll share some of the vegan stuff when I do it, but I don't feel like I just keep making the same things and talking about the same things. That's probably why my channel doesn't grow, and I'm also not very consistent on here because I get so busy. But yeah, I always love your guys' feedback because I appreciate you so much. All right, goodbye again.